marker. Alrighty, folks. It is time for OG plot nonsense. I love OG plot nonsense usually. VTX Union Headquarters. You might remember in a previous conversation they were speaking about how the TND project might be nearing its end, seeing as how they believe they pulled all the power they can out of the Tornado. VTX Union Headquarters, President's Office. The Infinite Haven units have headed to Test Facility Number 1 for an overhaul. If we really want to support Presbund, we'd better help them out too. Profit be damned. Understood. I'll notify the persons in charge at relevant divisions and station necessary personnel. We've also received reports from Special Section 3 that Tornado testing is complete for the time being. Let me see the data. I see. Combined with Chief Hamasaki's regular reports, this is most interesting. I say the results are better than expected. But they've still not quite enough to convince Special Section 1. I assume that means a direct confrontation? How astute of you. Well, I was trained by the President, after all. It's always best to keep things simple and clear, especially when people's feelings are involved. As you say, I'll make the necessary arrangements. Test Facility Number 1. I finally tracked you down, Raimi. Should we get going? Ma'am, we finally got some free time. So I said we go have fun with Meryl and Amy's. To hell with the calorie counting. The parfaits at Test Facility Number 1 coffee shop aren't half bad. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. You know, Wendy and Rain are worried about you. They're saying you've been pretty down lately. To be honest, I'm worried about you too. I wonder why fighting happens. Huh? Explain it to me, ma'am. Well, I guess there are a lot of reasons. You know, for wars and fighting between individuals. In my own case, I suppose salary unpaid is a big part of the reason. Are you trying to say that we fight because it's our job? Does that mean you'll head out and find the nearest cliff if the President tells you to die? Raimi. I'm sorry, I'm not quite myself at the moment. It's just so much has happened. Now I've finally gotten back to VTX, I can't keep everything bottled up anymore. I'm sorry, Raimi. Huh? You've done a lot together up to now, but it looks like I could never be the superior you needed. I know you've always hated fighting, but I could never figure out how to help you. Ma'am. I guess being a manager just isn't my style. Piloting a machine is one thing, but I've got no business trying to lead other people. That's not true at all. You've helped me so much. I would never have made it this far without you. I appreciate that, Raimi, but you've done more than enough already. I can't just ignore that sad expression of yours and keep making you work for me. This is all the fault of never being able to teach you to find the point of our job. The point of our job? That's right. It's nothing less than the reason for a salaryman, or rather a person, to exist. I'm afraid I don't understand. Sakurai, Raimi, prepare to deploy. Did something happen? A written challenge from Special Section 1 has been delivered to the Tornado. A challenge? I guess Special Section 1 hasn't given up just yet. What do you mean? Special Section 1. As the name implies, they were formed to help advance projects important to the company. They're the cream of the VTX crop. You might call them an elite team. Project TND. The point of developing the Tornado was for the competition to determine next-gen mass production model of the Federation forces. But a similar in-house project was started up before Tornado's development was approved. That would be Project Ghost, which Special Section 1 is in charge of. Ghost? There's something ominous about the name. I heard that the project never actually made it past the planning stage, but maybe not. Perhaps President Goldwyn gave his permission to go ahead with the project in secret. I suppose it would only make sense for a ghost like that to be hidden. I'm thinking that the President's plan is to pit us against them and use the winning model as the company's representative in the competition. Yes, and it looks like our opponent is here. Saizo Tokido of Special Section 1 has arrived. Is that really you, Tokido? Do you know him? He's Saizo Tokido, aka the Beast in a Necktie. The Beast in a Necktie? To put it slightly more politely, he's a workaholic. To put it less politely, he's obsessed with work, almost like some bloodthirsty beast. They say he'd be no different than a wild animal without that necktie of his. He was actually hired at the same time as me. Don't think for a second that our relationship goes beyond that, though. Spare us your pointless trivia. Your appointment as a manager obviously hasn't cured you of certain bad habits. Would it really kill you to learn how to properly congratulate someone? Seems like you really should if you want to be a real salaryman. Fine, then allow me to apologize in advance. Special Section 3 will be dissolved as of today, and that likely means a demotion for you. Dissolved? Special Section 3? If we lose in this machine, it won't be a reason for Tornado to exist anymore. That goes for our section, too. Relax. Our Gespent will represent VTX fine. The Gespens. You know, Special Section 1 was actually in charge of the next-gen mass production model competition to begin with. You guys come in at last second and steal the opportunity doesn't sit well with us at all. And I assume the dissatisfaction drove you to curry favor with the president and convince him to continue the project so you could try to destroy the Tornado. Project discontinuation aside, it must be quite an honor for a bum of an employee like you to make test pilot of a project so vital to the company. And it must have taken some real growth for a high and mighty lone wolf wannabe like you to end up in a special section's representative. Your section chief signed off on this, you know. If I win this, you'll just have to suck it up and inform the president of your failure. That's fine with me. We'll see which one of us ends up making that report. The Gespen's true worth isn't in single combat strength. We've equipped a repair drive thanks to its high extensibility. I expect nothing less from the pride of Special Section 1. Sounds like you mean business. The Tornado versus the Gespens. Special Section 3 versus Special Section 1. Whoever wins this fight will end up being VTX's in-house representatives. Still, VTX's office building blows me away every time I see it. Get a load of this place. It looks more like a secret base than a company. It must be how President Goldman likes it. What do you mean, bro? I think I can explain. Diamond Goldwyn is actually a legendary pilot of the Earth Federation forces. Seriously? VTX's president is quite a backstory, huh? This is the first I've heard of it. That doesn't surprise me. Ever since President Goldman retired from active duty, he hasn't once mentioned his military history in public. You must be quite a military geek to know about this, eh, Noriko? Wait, so has the president fought alongside you before, Koji? Nah, President Goldman was active before my time. And that must have been before me and Mamoru were even born. Got that right. It was apparently before Hikaru's group was born, too. Maybe Judo and Maido as well. About 15 years ago, then. Yeah, then that would have been before mobile suits were even developed. Back then, pilots of humanoid mobile weapons were treated like superheroes, not just soldiers. But after Goldwyn retired from active duty, he was hired by the VTX Union and ultimately became the president. An ex-superhero president, huh? I've heard that story before. I get it. That explains why his company's building has such a militaristic design. What's his problem? Does he think this is some kind of game? Oh, don't be like that. There's some things us dudes just never outgrow. Still, you gotta hand it to the guy. I mean, he retired from the military, became president in 15 years, and has kept his position. Sounds like a perfect retirement plan for you, Tatsuya. I'm not retired just yet. I guess this explains why he plans to appreciate... Well, he seems to appreciate everything being done by the Infinite Haven. Hey, Kradak! You're here for OG plot nonsense! He probably met Chi Taiga and the others during his time as a soldier. Who cares? Just get the battle started already. Try to contain yourself, Van. 1 mug of milk filled to the brim, and a mountain of fries of sauce and dressing. Damn, someone's clearly in party mode. And why not? This is a festival for crying out loud. Yeah, I say we enjoy take advantage and some fine service for a change. Chibity's got that right, and that means we're gonna need beer. Mike wants some nice strong Robo Juice. You Americans really do relish these kind of events, don't you? Us Russians don't like them either. A VTX fight, huh? I wonder who will win. A big part of me is rooting for Sagiri and others for obvious reasons, but... Alright, go for it. Fight like your lives depend on it. Let's bet to make things interesting, Kiriko. Who do you think will win? It's hard to say. According to data I obtained with Ed and Lisa... Wait, if you're gonna be hanging out with Ed, you must have been cracking. It's all good, no sweat. Well, we needed the data to work the odds. Man, talk about learning all the wrong lessons. Anyway, according to valuable data, Saizo Tokido is called the Beast within VTX. What's up with that? Apparently, he was originally an air racer, and his kinetic visual acuity, reflexes, and ability to think on his feet are at animal-like levels. Damn, here I was thinking he was just an ordinary salaryman. Sagiri and her natural talent versus Saizo and his animal-like instincts. It's impossible to say which one will win. Based on the machine performance alone, the Gespens seems to have the advantage. But they won't be enough to beat Special Section 3. After all, they brought a friend along. Right, Sagiri has Raimi with her. Sort of like how Sho's got me. And how Shion has me. Sure, but a sidekick who can't provide the right support at the right time is nothing but dead weight. Ooh, sounds like you speak from experience. Shut it, Shion! Can you hear me? Sakurai and Tokido. The president's other business unfortunately prevents him from attending. So as his secretary, I'll be reporting the events to him in real time. Understood. Today we'll be tested on everything we've learned. And the future of Special Section 3 will be decided. Raimi. Yes? Please, help me out just this once. As you wish, ma'am. Here I go, Sakurai. Wait! Terrorists? At a time like this? They look unmanned. If they manage to sneak up on us like this, they must be using advanced stealth systems. All units, prepare to engage. Hurry! There's no need for that. What the heck is she talking about? I don't have to spell it out for you, right? Sakurai? Tokido? Of course not. VTX can't release a next-gen model that loses the likes of Terra Zectors. It looks like wiping out these terrorists is going to be the prelude to our battle. Looks like. I assume you get the picture, everyone. Just sit tight. Well, if you two say so. Whatever. Have it your way. I don't know what terrorist organization you're with, but you picked the wrong company to mess with. What? Yeah. Bright's here. Of course he's here. They love Gundam plot. Let's do it. I refuse to let this fight be Special Section 3's last job. We don't even know what the name of this scenario is yet, by the way. Stay alert, Raimi. Those aren't ordinary terrorists. I know that. It's my fault Raimi's back is against the wall like this. I'm sorry, Raimi. Hang in there for just a bit longer. I think there will come a time when I can give you the answer you seek. By the way, attack point bonus if the tornado defeats more enemies than the guest fence. Yeah, no Gendo today. He's not. Evangelion isn't in this game. Good crit. Well done, Sagiri. I love a good one-shot. We got a Cell! Alright, this is Saizo in the Gespenst. Saizo's a tool. Anyway, the Gespenst is one of those generic OG models, sort of like the Huckbein is, in that it's mass-produced in the OG plot worlds. He has potential, support, defend, instinct, nothing special except a repair unit on him. He has 4 attacks. If you pre-ordered this game and you've had him since the beginning, this would be the mission he would get, Slash Ripper, so his best attack. It's not very good. Let me show it off. Oh, I can't. He's not got enough morale. Let me show this off instead. Time to show that love from Special Section 3 what the Gespenst can do. Sakurai, I will surpass you. It is the basic version of the Gespenst. Not even a special model. Terrible Nightmare Delivery. What do you mean, Kridak? You can't find this game. You have to import it. It's not for sale normally in the US. So it's not on like any US stores, like PS Store or anything. Like, this is a copy that I bought from Singapore. I had to buy it through the Singapore PSN. So I have the Singapore PSN account to do that with. So, Super Robot Wars 30 is the first Super Robot Wars game in many years that is for sale in the US. The VTX series has English versions, but they're only available in the Singapore PSN. You can buy them for the Switch. However, physically, you have to import it physically though. But if you do that, you cannot access the DLC unless you somehow get set your Switch store to a specific region, which I don't know how to do. So the easiest way to play the games, if you want to play them and get DLC as well, is to get yourself a Singapore PSN account, which is not very hard. There are guides out there. I don't have access to any of them off the top of my head. And then once you've done that, buy it digitally, and then you can buy all the DLC with it. I don't have the pre-order bonus on this game because I bought this physically for the Switch before I knew you couldn't get the DLC. So I pre-ordered it on Switch. Yay! I got the pre-order bonus. Yay! I got no other DLC. So I had to re-buy this game on PS4. Unfortunately, that meant when I re-bought it on PS4, I no longer got pre-order bonus. Yeah, Super Robot Wars V, X, and T, and Super Robot Wars OG Moon Dwellers are 4 games that are all in English, but not for sale in the US. I am planning on eventually playing the Moon Dwellers game, but by the time I finish this game and its expansion DLC, it's going to be real close to the time Super Robot Wars 30 is going to come out. So I'll probably play that first. Alright, here's his Slash Ripper. This is, for the entire rest of the game, the best attack the guest Spence has. I want you to keep that in mind while you're watching it. That's all he's got. Weird blade funnels. Like I said, he is not a very impressive. His stats get pretty high. Don't get me wrong. If you have him since the beginning of the game, he can be a fucking wild mech and actually be real strong and a really good defensive support unit. He's just not my style. Destruction of all hostiles confirmed. These Zectors seem awfully tuned up to be working for some terrorist group. I think I know what we're up against. Well, my kill count was higher than yours, Tokido. Maybe, but what was nothing but a prelude. The real fight starts now. Something tells me we don't have the luxury of thinking about that right now. It's the company! The company! The Infinite Haven ships are coming. Yep, they aren't waiting this time. We were waiting in the wings just in case, but we didn't expect the company to show up. The unmanned units from earlier were likely working for them. How very observant of you. We did indeed send them ahead to scout for us. Rudy, you seem to be in the middle of something, and I do apologize for interrupting. It is I, Rudy Pixie-Zaldo. We have you to thank for helping us perfect our EFAS, and we even renamed it the EFAS Sigma. Then I guess the white machine from before was nothing but a prototype. So you hired some former managers to finish your robot and come after us, right? Correct. It was all part of the plan. I've been waiting for you, Infinite Haven. Today I've come to properly pay my respects to all of you. What the hell are you talking about? You've got to be kidding. You somehow managed to find and utilize machines not only from Earth, but from the Astraeus and other worlds as well. I assume you do quite well anywhere in the universe. What's with you guys? Let me formally introduce our little group. We're representatives of the Corporate Military Union under Galaxies 13, 24, and 32, as well as the United Interstellar Community. I realize the official name is quite a mouthful, so you can call us the UND. I think that's the closest match when it's pronounced in your Earthling language. The UND? An Earthling language? Wait, so you guys are... Correct. From your perspective, I suppose we would be called aliens. Naturally, that includes not only me, but everyone aboard the EBITS as well. Of course, we actually come from various different star systems. A union of aliens. Then the company is nothing but a front? Yes, Dummy Corporation to be precise. We're members of an organization made up entirely of aliens, not merely employees of a company that uses alien technology and cooperates with aliens. We've come here today to request that you surrender to us. Who the hell do you think you are? You take off your mask and then immediately declare war on us? Now that they've finished their high-tech hammer, they must be looking for some nails. Our one and only objective is to obtain the treasure. Reimi Amasaki. You know what I mean, correct? Reimi. Do you remember, Reimi? Do you remember the first time we contacted you? You'd be quite welcome with the UND as a valuable source of information. Come now, join us. Screw that! Reimi is an employee of VTX and of Special Section 3. She's not some pawn for you to control. Listen, Sakurai. Actually, perhaps I'll call you Sagiri to show my affection. Are you really sure that's what she wants? I'm afraid you leave us no choice but to destroy the tornado and take what we need. Watch out, Reimi! Reimi! Sagiri! Reimi! Sagiri! Sakurai, stand down! But, ma'am, you're hurt! But if I fall back now, the tornado will... You need to think this through, Sakurai. We need to protect the tornado. Understood. You're not getting away, Sagiri. Reimi is ours. Impossible. We took damage as well? Not bad, Earthlings. I admit that I may have underestimated you. At any rate, I think I'll call it a day. What a jerk! Running like a coward after having the last word. What about Sagiri? According to Chief Amasaki, she was transported to nearest hospital. At least we finally know who we're dealing with. Forget trying to remember that long name, though. Enemies from alien planets. UND. Damn it! Earth is in the middle of its own war as it is! And that's not all. We also have Zonder, space monsters, and Dr. Hell to deal with, all of which threaten mankind. It looks like the UND has led a fleet into a solar system. The one that assisted the colony drop, huh? They're way ahead of us in terms of scientific technology. What's going to happen to us? And to Earth? Sakurai, is this the end? And that's the situation in the field. I've already reported the Presbund concerning the UND. I'll be attending the response meeting with Chief Taiga and the others. Understood. I'll take care of any business while you're away. It's vital that we concentrate our fighting strength. I want Special Section 1's Guestments dispatched to the Infinite Haven. I'll make the necessary arrangements. The Corporate Military Union under Galaxies 13, 24, and 32, as well as the United Interstellar Community, the UND. Oh God, what a terrible trial you've prepared for humanity. Do you mean to imply that humanity must overcome it to see the new Golden Age? Chief, how's the manager? She's okay, right? There's no way she of all people would bite it, right? Sorry, but we just don't know yet. All we can do now is pray for Sakurai's safety. This is all my fault. If I'd only been quicker on my feet, she wouldn't be in this position. Don't blame yourself, Reimi. There's one at fault here. The UND. But... I'm afraid I have some more bad news. Due to its destruction of the tornado, Special Section 1's Guestment has been declared the winner of the company's competition. Wait, but that means... Special Section 3 is... I'm afraid so. Special Section 3 is likely to be dissolved now that it has lost its reason for existing. I'll go work on repairing the tornado with engineering. I'll help out Meryl, although I can't really help much. Don't be silly, it's the thought that counts. Let's go. We need to make sure the manager has a place to come back to. What do you plan to do, Reimi? I'm asking as your chief. No, as your dad. I'm going to resign. And what will you do after you resign from BTX? I'll go somewhere where no one can ever find me. With the Quark Drive. I'm so sorry, ma'am. Everything is my fault. That is Scenario 25. Last day for Special Section 3. No music this time! Striker T and Defender T acquired. Technically, we didn't get an SR point for that. Score. Wait, hold on. Yep. I guess we didn't get SR point for that. OG plot nonsense! Woo! Hey look! Saizo's here! I did get the SR point. Huh, I didn't notice that. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. Oops. Camille. Right, Mido. These guys. Alright. I put off any other work and did everything I could. We can't just let Project TND or Special Section 3 end like this. Well, at least we didn't lose to the Guestments in today's opening contest. Yeah, and the victory data is worth 100 points. Now let's hope our manager comes back to us. I wonder what will happen if the manager comes back and there's no Special Section 3 anymore. The way she is, she'll probably just worm her way into some other division and find a way to make do. But if that happens, we probably won't be together anymore. Well, if that's what the company wants, we can't do much about it. What's wrong with you, Amy's? Would you really be okay with that? Of course not! No, I don't think I've ever seen you yell like that. But I don't think I've ever seen you whining like that. It's starting to look like you've been struck down by the angel as well. Ma'am, come home to us soon. Special Section 3 needs you, and so do we. I just know you'll find a way to come back to us. Please help us. Alright. And we now have... Where is he? Where's that tool? There he is! The Guestments! Haven, I thought you said you didn't like this unit. We weren't going to use it. I didn't say anything about not using it. I said I didn't like it. So yes, we will be using it, because it's actually pretty strong. Let's see... There you are, Saizo. Ugh, I have like no points. Bleh, 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 bleh. At least let's give him fighter spirit to make him more useful. Power parts. He already has a repair and resupply device. Hyper reloader doesn't seem useful for you. Striker T and Defender T. Striker T. Defender. Actually, let's give you Defender T, because that more fits what you do. Striker T will give to someone else. Why not?